You know those little 5-ounce bags or whatever of those things that are called cocoa roasted almonds that are so delicious but so stinking expensive? Well, you don't have to worry about paying that price for those anymore. I'm going to show you how to make those at home with this Homestead kitchen skills. Hey friends, this is Angela from Art of Creation Homestead, and I'm coming to you today with another Homestead kitchen skills. Like I told you, it's those cocoa roasted almonds. I absolutely love those things. I love almonds, but they are so stinking expensive. I promise you, this is going to be cheaper. This is going to be much cheaper for these, and they're going to be so much better and so much better for you. Very few ingredients, so let's get started. First, we have just a plain cookie sheet lined with some parchment paper. And we have preheated our oven to 350 degrees. On this cookie sheet, we have 1 pound of raw almonds. Some places will say raw on the package. Some places will say 1 pound of raw almonds. Other places will say 1 pound of unroasted, unsalted almonds. But either way, you want raw or unroasted, unsalted. This is 1 pound. You want them scattered out nicely into a single layer on your parchment paper lined cookie sheet. Now we are going to pop these into the oven to roast for about 10 minutes. Now you want to turn them twice during that 10 minutes so that they don't burn, because they will burn easy. You will start to smell them and they will start to smell fragrant. You will know that they're ready. These are going to be naturally sweetened. So during that time while those are roasting in the oven, you want to measure out 1/3 cup of pure maple syrup. I'm more teaching you a method here than I am a recipe, so we may need a little more maple syrup. It depends on how much it takes, how much the almonds take. So I may need a little bit more. So keep your maple syrup on reserve to the side just in case you need a little more. And you want to measure out 4 tablespoons of cocoa powder on a piece of wax paper. You may need more cocoa powder as well. It depends on how much maple syrup they take. You will also need a large bowl, something you can toss them around in. Now I'm going to go check on my almonds and see if they need a turning. Okay, these are out of the oven. They roasted for about 10 minutes. I turned them 3 times during that 10 minutes, and they smell really fragrant now. Now you want to let them cool just for like 2 minutes. That's all you want them to cool. You don't want them to cool completely, because you want them to be able to absorb that maple syrup. Now it's been about 2 minutes, and you want to take those freshly roasted almonds and use your parchment paper as a funnel and funnel them into your bowl. Now at this point, you want to pour on your maple syrup. Now, it's going to start absorbing this maple syrup. So it depends on how much it absorbs if you need to add any more. Now also to this, we are going to add a couple of good pinches of salt, totaling about 1/2 teaspoon. You want to toss these around in your maple syrup. You can see the steam coming up off of them as you toss them around, and as they're absorbing that maple syrup. And it smells so good because you can smell that maple syrup all over them. It smells so amazing. Now you want to leave those to sit for just a couple of minutes. That way they can absorb some more of that maple syrup. It's been a couple of minutes, and you can see they're nicely coated. There's a tiny bit of maple syrup left in the bottom. You don't want that excess, so you want to drain it back off into your cup. It's okay if you leave it a little in there, because it's going to absorb more. Now, you want to throw on your 4 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Now, like I said, you may need more. It depends on how much your almonds take to become dry, because that's what you want. You want them to become completely coated and dry. If they're still wet, They need more. If they are dry, then they are fine. So we're gonna add some more cocoa. We'll add another tablespoon of cocoa. Well, probably a tablespoon and a half of cocoa. But it depends on how wet your almonds still are. And see, now they're starting to dry up. Now they're starting to dry up and separate. But we're still gonna need just a little bit more. Probably another tablespoon or so. And see, now they are fully coated and dry. You want to take that piece of parchment paper that you roasted them on. You want to dump them back out on that parchment paper in a single layer. And you want to let these completely cool and dry. And then they're ready to store away. I will show you what they look like when they are ready. These beauties are all cooled off now and ready to be stored away. You want to either store them in an airtight container, or like I'm going to do, I'm going to store mine in a mason jar. They will keep for a long, long time. Now, something else I need to tell you about them. These are perfectly sweet for us just with the maple syrup and the cocoa powder. If you like yours sweeter, when you're adding in the cocoa powder, add a tablespoon or so to your liking of powdered sugar as well, and it will sweeten them up. For us, these are perfect though. With that natural sweetness from the maple syrup, they're absolutely perfect. Now, I'm going to get loading these into the jars. If I can stay out of them and quit eating them, I'm going to get these loaded into a quart mason jar, and Jason will taste them for you when he gets home. I can't stay out of them, people. They're so delicious.
All right, here we go. I didn't know Angela Kay was making these. Here, they're beautiful. I can't really get a look to them. Look really cool. Tastes really good too. Quite impressive. Those are amazing, actually. Really darn good. A great treat, great little snack. And it's a heck of a lot cheaper than buying these things out of the store. Angela Kay did a great job this time with this one, like she always does. So thank you guys so much for watching. We do appreciate it. My name is Jason. That's Angela Kay. It's Art of Creation Homestead. We love you guys. God bless you and goodbye.